Aaron Singerman and Chris Aceto here at the Prague EVLS, Prague Pro, EVLS, yes. Prague Pro, obviously in the Czech Republic, Prague. We're here at the big night show. Chris, there was fireworks, there was pyrotechnics, there was music, there was craziness. This is a show unlike any other I've been at. She did a great job her first year, Eva's first year doing a show. You got to give her props. Great turnout, great show, great production value. What do you think?
The show was a great show. You're a
little bummed. I know
I was.
You're bummed.
I'm here for the bodybuilding, not for the show.
Yeah. Well, as far as the show goes, it was an excellent show. But let's talk about the bodybuilding. Let's get to the meat and the bones of this thing anyway, right? Let's start out with the 212 guys. We're gonna finish with the open guys. We'll finish with your most upsetness, okay? And we'll start at 212 is pretty upset too. So, okay. In first place, we had Flex Lewis. Not a real big surprise. We had a good idea that he was going to come in. Prettier package, not necessarily a bigger package or a harder package, but a prettier package than Eduardo Correa, who we had in second place coming in. Pretty solid second place, even pushing towards first. Did you agree with first place with Flex Lewis? What did you think?
I can clearly see Flex Lewis winning, as I said in the wrap up. He's the best 212 bodybuilder in the world, standing relaxed. He's got some shots that are just really round, and you can't deny the shape and the roundness to him. I thought tonight, and prejudging it, but especially tonight, I thought in terms of only muscularity and condition, which are two big things that bodybuilders train hard to achieve, he spanked the top six right off the stage. What do you think?
I agree with that. I do. I mean, and I'm being as objective as possible. I do agree with that.
That's not to take away from Flex, because I've said, it's apples and oranges, but that's a statement, meaning, bodybuilders, strive to...
You know what? We're making it sound like Eduardo got second place, but that's not the fact. Actually, Eduardo got third place. Samuel Haddad got second place, surprising me, you, and it sounded like a lot of the crowd. Sammy, great bodybuilder, great shape, aesthetic, not overpoweringly aesthetic, though, not like a Flex Lewis. Right. And the truth is that I saw him in third, and I actually saw him getting pushed
by Bonek.
By Bonek, yeah, I did, by William Bonek in fourth, who ended up in fourth.
Yeah, Sammy has beautiful shoulders and arms and pecs, but when you get down to the nitty-gritty, he lacks a lot of muscle density, a lot of hardness. I frankly thought this was a gift.
Yeah, I agree with you. Unfortunately,
I hate to say it, because it's...
Sammy's a good guy, and he's a great bodybuilder.
He's worked his ass off like everyone else, but it's just my opinion. I thought he's very lucky to escape with second place.
You know what? It happens. The truth is it happened to him in New York, right? True. He should have beat Kevin English.
Absolutely.
Here he got a little bit of he got lucky, let's say, and he walks away with a very high placing that maybe he didn't deserve, and... Unfortunately, that's just how it works in bodybuilding.
Well, it's subjective, and he's got his strengths and he's got his weaknesses. Eduardo's got his strengths and he's got his weaknesses, and that's why even though I rah Eduardo as having the most definition, the most condition, and the most size in the class, Flex's still has a very unique package in terms of his strength, which even I don't think he needs to be more conditioned to land where he is in first. And again, not to take anything away from him. Any judging panel I would be on, or I can see people saying, easy, this guy's just, the shape is there, and it's good enough to give him the nod to win all the shows.
Absolutely. Let's talk just for a second about fourth place, William Bonek. Very, very impressive guy.
Yeah, he's improved so much since Dallas. He's got all the tools to be a winner, or first or second or third place in this type of class. He's got muscle maturity, muscle density.
He needs to work with the technician, maybe.
No, he's doing a good job on his own. I'm just looking at people ready to crash the ride.
This is a very hectic
crowded
area, but it's good. It's good for us here, because it looks busy.
Yeah,
it's busy.
It is. Well, it is
spot.
busy. It is busy. Everyone wants to see.
They want to see Dennis Wolf behind.
Yeah.
us. So.
Okay.
So let's talk about the open men. All right, Chris, after a move of location, we were getting a little bit slammed over there.
Chaotic.
When they let everybody up here, everybody wants to see Dennis Wolf.
Yeah.
And I guess that's giving away the next portion of our wrap up here. The open men. Dennis Wolf comes in pretty close to his home country, his homeland, right? Right next door is Germany.
Mean?
Well, who knows what it means. What it does mean, and maybe it means, is that he wins. And he comes out victorious here. I think that this is a big surprise victory. to myself. There were some Germans sitting next to me, and I told them that I think Dennis Wolf might win. And they're like, no, we wish, but no. So even the Germans in the crowd didn't think that Dennis Wolf was going to win, and that makes the Germans, myself, you, and a lot of other people.
Dennis Wolf looked.
He looked good, right? I mean,
yeah.
you gotta give him credit. He did look good.
I don't think at the end of the day, I don't think he looked good enough to win.
I don't think that he looked even his best. I don't think that this was the best Dennis Wolf.
It was not the best Dennis Wolf we've seen. I thought that he still has the flatness that he had carried over from the Olympia, the flatness from Madrid. I mean, it's not a big, powerful Dennis Wolf by any means. It's not even the Dennis Wolf from the Arnold Classic, I think. That's why I wanted to see your opinion on that.
I agree that Dennis was not at his best at this show. I was impressed with how he looked. I did think he looked good, but I definitely didn't think that this was the best. And you know what else? I didn't think he won. And I love to see the opinion of the people out there, because I'm wondering if who thought he won, because we were pretty certain at the prejudging. I mean, I didn't feel like it was like up in the air. I felt like this was that he walked. I mean, honestly, I felt like Sean walked through this, and then he looked better tonight. So
I saw the show exactly like you. I thought at no time did I think during prejudging that Sean didn't have what it takes to seal the deal, especially in the last call out. And then, quote, he's better tonight. And I don't know if that matters or mattered, but, he had a great package here, and we have pictures on the site. But I think one thing that you can't, compare the two is in Sean's detail that you might not be able to pick up on picture. I mean, Sean has thinner skin with fuller muscles, and
I really don't think you're going to have to sell anybody out there on this. I think that they can look at the video.
Myself.
Yeah. I think they're going to look at the video. I shot HD, high-quality video that's up there for anybody to see on the site. Next, Johnny Jackson, JOJ, a very, very good JOJ. This is maybe the best. I think it is the best JOJ of the year, and one of the best ever. His upper body looked big, full. He was his back, all his body parts that we normally expect to see are good, and because everything else was so in shape, his legs actually looked pretty good.
Yeah, no, I thought it was the best Johnny Jackson we've seen, and I thought he was even tighter and better tonight. At prejudging, at some point, when prejudging was unfolding, I had him second. The only reason I didn't have him second is that the last call, he was not next to Roden. He was next to Dennis Wolf, which...
The truth of the matter, Chris, is what you were saying is the case. I would actually have Johnny Jackson possibly beating Dennis Wolf before I would have Dennis Wolf beating
in Czech Republic.
Honestly, I really feel like that. Now, next down on the list, very happy, Ed None finally gets some recognition. Ed None, the most underrated bodybuilder of the year, 4th place, beating Tony Freeman and beating Robert P. And beating Rolly Winkler, killing Rolly Winkler. Rolly was 8th place, so I hate to say it for Rolly, but finally he got a place that he deserved. Not in the best Rolly Winkler, and he shouldn't be top 3, top 4, top 5.
Yeah, well, back to Ed Nunn. I think people collectively know that in India, he should have placed a lot higher.
In Spain too.
In Spain, he should have placed. It's to me, my opinion, a lot higher. And we interviewed him and put on the site after Spain, and basically we said, just keep. Not even keep doing what you're doing. Don't even improve and come to the next show. And you have to move up simply because he has the tools. He's been in shape, and I think this was really maybe a little bit better than he's been in the previous 2 shows. But here he got a good shake.
You have to. When we interviewed Ed, you hate to hear a guy who he does bad in a few shows, looking good, and he starts to doubt himself. And I think that Ed actually said that he looked in the mirror and he said, "Man, what am I not seeing that they're seeing? Like,
you have nothing."
yeah. He's hearing in his head, "I have nothing." Yeah.
No, you ask yourself those questions as a bodybuilder, and he asked us, "What did you think?" And that's why we there's nothing to think about. He's been looking consistently good, and here he's got to be happy that he nags 4th.
Tony Freeman in 5th place. I'm sure Tony's unhappy. In this case, Tony deserves 5th. So this is actually this placing is justified. Tony was not his best. Agreed?
I agree. He was softer tonight than the prejudge, and when he first came out, I thought he may place a little bit higher than he ended up, but at the end of the day, he looked like the tour was beating him up. He looked tired. Just not the snap that he had, certainly in Dallas and Tampa. So.
Right. And then Robert P., just an honorable mention, totally shredded. as good condition as he can be in. He held his condition again for another week. Unfortunately, structure, hurts him, and he ends up in sixth place.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of his consistency. I'm a fan that, you had mentioned people like EDD None saying, starting to doubt themselves after not doing good in a couple shows. Here's a guy who's just keeps plugging away. A lot of times gets like 8th, 10th, and he keeps on moving up at these shows based mostly on condition, but he's got crazy fullness.
The truth is that he can hit a show in America, one of these shows that everybody neglects, where everybody says, I should have done that show.
Yeah.
And you know what? He can win a show like that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No, when he was in Finland, Dave was telling me
he could do it.
How crazy he looked in Finland when he lost to Raleigh, and that his condition was, off the charts, and it was off the charts here. And any one of the guys who placed ahead of them, if they had his condition, they would be top anything in any show. Meaning, his condition is crazy.
Let's talk about bikini. I know you're not going to have a lot to say about this, Chris, but I might ask you a few questions.
Go ahead. I'll give it a shot.
So bikini here today. The winner was Justine Monroe. She's doing a new haircut. I know you probably don't remember, but she used to have the wavy hair. Now she's doing the bangs.
I like the bangs.
You like the bangs?
I never saw the wavy haircut, but
you saw it. You just don't remember it.
No, well, you know what? She was the best looking and in best shape in the show. I mean, she stuck out like a sore thumb.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be a professional to figure that out.
You have to be the technician.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of people, grandmothers and parents in the audience who don't know anything about bodybuilding, but they can have a good opinion. And same with the bikini.
I agree. Justine Monroe in this lineup absolutely stuck out like a sore thumb, like you said. So. She combines the athleticism and the attractiveness that I think should go along with bikini. I think that bikini, doesn't need to be
hourglass.
I don't think it needs to be. I think it needs to be athletic, and I love the fact that she doesn't have any jelly just bouncing around,
yes, yeah.
and she looks like she could beat me in a race. If we were to run, she'd probably beat me. And I like that.
She has a unique look about her, and you nailed it. Is that she's not too lean? She's not too nothing jiggles.
Yeah,
she's just got the perfect package, and the judges
they liked it.
They got this one right.
Yeah, they got this one. They got bikini right. Next on the list, Anna, and it's like starts with a V. It's one of those names. She's from around this area, and she impressed me too.
Yeah.
Great body, very small waist, awesome butt. She had great stage presence for a girl who hasn't competed in the U.S. As far as I know, at least, she hasn't competed in the U.S. I've never seen her before. She did really well, and I was very impressed with her. Do you remember who she was?
Yeah, I remember exactly who she was. I thought I had her. You know what? At first, I thought she may win, but going back to your point about the winner having a more athletic look to her, I thought
that's just my preference. It's not always the case.
No, it's not. But it's a good point to bring up.
Number 3, Naomi Hola, who is very, very pretty in the face. She is extraordinary. The body, not as much. She's a little bit softer, a little less muscle, definitely not athletic looking. She's what you would imagine at a bar contest for
smoke every
she'd be the hottest bikini girl, like the
go to
bikini
Brazil
contest.
or Hawaii and win every show, win every
show, because that's what like some guys like. They like that, and the judges here today, the guys here today judging, they liked it too. 3rd place, not bad at all.
No, I mean she's got to be thrilled, But I agree with your assessment exactly. She's got that type of bikini body. That's the traditional, almost pin-up bikini. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
there you have it here in Prague. Any last words?
My last.
You're smiling, kind of.
No, I have no last words because I'm so tired and just want to go home and digest, the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And see what's up for this coming year.
Absolutely. There you had it. From Chris the Technician, Aaron Singerman, RxMuscle.com.